Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and yeah, we've had such a great response to the Sudoku hunt by both Fistamafel, still 3 days left to enter that, and Jay Dyer, still 13 days left to enter that. They're on Patreon. The Fistamafel one was a Christmas bonus, but the Jay Dyer one was the beginning of a month. We always have a monthly reward for our Patreons. There is a prize. We like to have it if possible, so there's a prize for the sort of early version for the first few puzzles in the hunt, and then you get a shout out on the channel for most of them. Now, I've been testing next month's hunt, and it's going to be good as well. It's a little bit more accessible, a little bit more approachable than Jay and Fistamafel's, I would say. Still not easy to get through the whole thing, but it's really interesting by old friend of the channel, Glum Hippo, and we're delighted to be bringing that to you. That'll be on February the 1st. February the 1st marks the start of LGBT plus month, I believe. But that ties in with today's puzzle, which has come in from Andy Peterson. We've featured him a couple of times on the channel before, and he has sent us his LGBTQ puzzle. You can see the letters in the grid. It's called Inclusion, and what he has included in it is absolutely brilliant. Not just those letters, but if you take each 3x3 box and look at the dots in it, you might need a Braille decipherer to learn that these are all Braille letters. And if you go box by box in this puzzle, it spells INCLUSION. And what Andy has included in the puzzle is the word inclusion in Braille. And I think that is a fantastic feat. You can actually see that where there's a lot of dots, he's kind of had to make them white, and where there are fewer, he can make them black. So, I don't know, I think it's an absolutely brilliant idea. I'll do the rules in a moment. I've mentioned Patreon. Don't forget our apps and merchandise. That's all on the links under the video. The gas app is the latest one. Yesterday's gas video was very popular, so there may be people who don't know that you can get 60 more gas puzzles in due course by just investing $3 within our CTC app on the gas puzzles that we've commissioned for that. So anyway, check it all out and try this link. The first link under the video is to this puzzle, Inclusion, and the rules are these. Normal Sudoku rules apply. That's 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Digits joined by a white dot are consecutive. Digits joined by a black dot have a ratio of 1 to 2. Not all dots are necessarily given. Digits cannot repeat in each letter shape, so there's no repeated digits within that or within that. Digits along a purple line are a consecutive set, not necessarily in order. So those are Renban lines. Digits, along the orange line, digits alternately increase or decrease. So if that is higher than that, so yeah, if row 6 column 2 is higher than row 5 column 2, that's lower than row 5 column 3. Yeah, I mean, well, okay, we'll figure it out when we get there. Digits alternately increase or decrease around this line. And that's it. The grey lines don't have any extra rules other than no repeated digits. Fascinating idea. I mean, a really simple rule set, and we'll see how it turns out as a puzzle. Do give it a try. I'm going to restart my clock now, and let's get cracking. So, black dots, surely. Yes, look, in this middle box, 3 black dots there and 2 there. This group must either go 1, 2, 4 or 2, 4, 8. And that is going to use up enough of the 1, 2, 4, 8 digits that they can't be on this black dot. So that's a 3, 6 pair. The same's true in the top row. These are either 1, 2, 4 or 2, 4, 8. They're going to use up enough of the 2, 4 digits that is a 3, 6 pair. This black dot must be from the 1, 2, 4, 8 set. Right, now. There's not much else on the black dots. I don't think the Renban or the orange lines are helpful yet. I don't know. These letters, box 2 and box 9 are the letters N in inclusion, so there's 4 dots, but they're not like, oh, okay, parity in the top row. Ah, yes, this is good, okay. I hadn't noticed this before. Think about even digits in the top row. There's clearly 1 in that pair. Now, in this sequence of 3 cells, there's either 1 or 2 even digits. But how many are there here? Oh, and the answer is there aren't 3. If there were 3 even digits here, if it was 2, 4, 8, which is one of the 2 options, we'd have used up all the even digits in 2, 4, 8, and 6. So you couldn't put any here, and that's impossible. Every white dot needs an even digit. So this is a 1, 2, 4 triple. We get a digit in the grid. The only even digit available for this group now is 8. So that had better go in the middle, surrounded by 7 and 9. And we can put a 5 in the corner. Now, it doesn't help much with the white dots here. There are no other dots in box 3, where the letter C, sadly for us, is just 2 dots. I'm not sure how we can use this to take elsewhere in the puzzle. Okay, let's think about this even problem here. Well, let's think about this B combined with that triple, maybe. What? If this was 1, 2, 4, this is a 6-cell Renban. It must have 4, 5, and 6 on, because any sequence of 6 digits that are Sudoku digits is going to include 4, 5, and 6. Could rule out that being an 8, because that would be a 4. Then these others would have to include, well, I don't see why they can't include 5, 6, and 7. I don't know. I don't know what we're meant to do next. There's a pair there and a pair there. 2 from a triple there and that one. I don't know. I don't know what we're meant to do. Black dots. Right. Row 6. We've got 2 white dots and the 3 black dots. Yes, done it again. I mean, how is that not obvious after this? I don't know. To me, it wasn't. There must be an even digit on that pair. There must be an even digit on that pair. Every white dot has an even and an odd digit to be consecutive. So that's using up 2 of the even digits. So this again can't be 2, 4, 8, or we'd need 5 even digits in the row, and there aren't 5. So this is 1, 2, 4. I mean, these 2 are both odd. I'm going to mark that just in case. These use 6 and 8 as their even digits. So 3 in the row is in one of those orange cells. Now, let's think about this Renban again. I mean, although 2 and a low number wasn't really what I was hoping to achieve. Oh no, hang on. Once there's a 2 on it, it's either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if that's a 1, this would have to be a 4, because that's the only, there'd be a, oh no, even better. It's got a 3 and a 6 on it. And this digit can't appear in those 5 cells, so it must appear here. So that's another 3, 6 pair. This one is not a 2 or a 7, so that's a 4 or a 5. Now we've got 3, 6 on this line and 2. We need a 5, that's in one of those positions. And we need a 4, and that's in one of those 3 positions and not here. So that's a 1, that's a 4. Now we know where the 4 is. This is either, well, it can't be 5, 1 now, so it's 5, 7. And we've identified the digits on this line. That's good. Okay, that's nice. This is an 8, 9 pair on the T, and that gives us a 7 at the top of the grid. What else? Yeah, the trouble is with this, with all the Braille letters being confined to their box, there's not a lot of read across out of the boxes. Well, I mean, I'm probably missing it if there is. Now, actually, maybe let's think about odd digits in this row. 5 and 7 are there. There must be 1 on that white and 1 on that white dot. So if that was a 9, these would both be even. Here, there's an... Yeah, I mean, when there are 3 white dots, they're using up 3 odds and 3 evens. So the other cells in the box are 2 odds and an even, which applies in a straight line here. Definitely 2 odds and an even. I don't know what it means. One can't be there, it's in one of those 2 cells. If that was a 1, this would have to be a 2. That would have to be a 5. Ah, this cell is in fact seen by 9, 8, 7, 3, 6 and 4. That is 1, 2 or 5. Which, oh, there's a 1 in one of those 2 cells, so there isn't on that black dot. So that's either 2, 4 or 4, 8. There's definitely a 4 on it. There's definitely a 4 in one of these 2 positions. If there was a 2 there, that would be a 2. This would go 4, 3. That would be a 5, 6 pair, and that would be 1. 2, 4, 1, 5, 6. That does seem to work quite well. That's plausibly the right answer. The trouble is, if this was 4, 8, the 8's there. It doesn't really get anything done for me. Three, 6 pair here. 5, 7. Ah, 6 in this row can't be on a white dot because 5 and 7 have been used up. So 6 in the row is in one of those 2 positions. Ooh. We worked out that 3 is in one of those 2 positions. And this can't be a 6, 3 pair because of that cell. I think all of that is telling me is that either that is 6 or that is 3 or both, which is hard to pencil mark, hard to use for any logical deductions, and probably not really very relevant at all. But there you go. Now, 9 and 8. 9 and 9. One of these 3 is a 9. Ah, it can't be this one because we can't put 8 here because of that 8, 9 pair. So 9's on one of these white dots looking left, and it's looking at 8. 7 can't be in these cells either, but it doesn't... No, it could even be there. Okay, 7 could be anywhere here. That's not very useful. Now, I was looking further. If that was 1, you'd get a 2 here. That would be 5. This would be a 4, 3 pair, and that would be 6. No, I don't know what that means. This row's got a lot of dots I hadn't really seen before. Now there's an even there. Interesting. There's at least one even on those dots. There could be 1 or 2 on that black dot. But I suppose there could only be a single 1 on this black dot. I haven't really used this orange rule at all. I mean, I don't know how to do it, if I'm brutally honest. We alternately increase or decrease along the line. What does that mean to me? I was just about to say 3 in this box has to be in one of those cells. It's not something I do know. I don't know why I thought I knew it. It's not necessarily true. Now 6 and 8 are used here. So these are from 3, 5, 7 and 9. I suppose I don't know. I'm trying to think about the relationship lower and higher between those two. But this could be 8, 6, well, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1 are all the black dots. I don't see why it shouldn't be any of those. Aha. Where does this digit go? In column 1. That's lovely. This is one of those law of leftovers things, isn't it? It's not allowed to repeat on the grey line. So it's not in those cells. It's also not in these two, which are in the same box as this digit. It can't be 5 because it's on a black dot, so it has to be the same as that cell. Okay, I'm getting rid of the orange. I don't think that's doing anything for me, and I've marked the odd digits it can be. Now, greens are the same. So that is 2, 4, or 8. So whatever that pair is replicated in those two cells. If it was 8, that would force the 8, 9 down to here. This must be obviously 1, 2, 4 or 8 now. It's from that group rather than the 3, 6 group. That's really weird. Is that the only thing that L line is really doing? It is. I mean, those 5 digits have to be different from each other anyway. So that green 2, 4 or 8 digit, it's not there because that's odd. And 2, 4 or 8 is even. So it's in one of those two cells. And it's the, I was going to say it's the last even digit in this box because there's 1 on each of those. Oh, these two are consecutive pairs. Now, what consecutive pairs are available in this row? Not 8, 9, because that would break this cell. So they're from 1, 2, 4, 5, or 7, 8. And these ones, which can't use 5 or 7 and can't be 8, 9 as well, these are from 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I think they're a 1, 2, 3, 4 set. They absolutely are. So these other cells in the row are from 6, 8, and 9. One of them's obviously a 6, which I concluded earlier. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 set. That can't be 2. 2 always goes with 1. So that can't be a 1. Oh, maybe I can think about this Q Renban finally. See, if that was 1 and 2, then these others would have to be from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hang on. These are going to have an impact on these white dots. Right. If that's 8, 4, the white dots over here, I suppose, they can't be 1, 2, 3 because you can't put a 2 in the middle. They could be 5, 6, 7. So you'd have 4, 8, 5, 6, 7. The even digit on these would be a 2. That would be a 3 by Sudoku. That would be a 1. And this would be a 9. So if this was a 4, 8 pair, just going to mark in the possibilities. You'd have 9 there. No, I don't know. It's going to clash with my 8-9 pencil marking, which I quite liked. But if this was a 4-8 pair, oh, it is quite interesting. You'd have 5, 6, 7 here. 2 on there. That would be 3. This would be 2 and 1. So this is either 2, 1 or 8, 9 in that order. Ah. No, if it was 1, oh gosh. I thought I was going to have a 2, 4, 8 triple. If this was 4, 8, this is 2, 1. That's what I was just working on. If instead this is 8, 9, then there's a 2 in this pair. Then what are these? They're from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know what they are. That's really annoying. I haven't tried to use this cue really. I don't know how to do it. If that was 2, 1, 3 and 4 would have to be on this tail part of the cue. So one of them's going to hit this white dot. I don't know. I don't know if I can use that. It's fascinating, but it's very difficult. And I went to some trouble to get these pairs of candidates for those 2 cells. I'm not even sure it helps at all. It definitely uses a third one of the 1, 2, 4, 8 set. Be that either an 8 there or a 2, 1 pair, which would use them all. But this can still be 2, 1. Ah. And look. 6, 8, 9 is definitely bigger than 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, forget the... Well, I don't want to completely forget this colouring. But it's less important to me than colouring high and low on this line. That is bigger than that. So we decrease down to that. So we increase up to that, which is actually automatic. We decrease down to this. So this can't be 9. I doubt that it can be 7, but then we increase up to this. So this isn't 1 or 2 now. That's getting interesting. Then we decrease down to this. We increase up to this, but that can be anything from 1 to 7. This can't be, well, it can't be 1. Yeah, hang on. So I would say that amongst the black dot digits it can be are 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. But it can't be 4, because now surely one of these must be a 4 if that's 8 or 4. Yes, it can't be 4. It's 2, 3, 6 or 8, making this, I don't know, this is probably a 3, 6 pair. This and this are both higher than that. So the biggest 2 digits they could be are 8 and 6. So this can only be 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 down here. This is higher than that. So if this was a 4, oh, this is now a 2, 4, 8 triple, definitely. Right, that set on the white dot must be 5, 6, 7 now. Yes. Oh, that's wickedly clever, actually. Now, 6 can't be used in this part of the Renban cue, so nor can 5. So now we must have at least an 8 on this line, and once that's happened on a 7-digit line, we can't have a 1 on it. So that's not a 1. 1 goes with 2 in this row, so that's not a 2. That's now a 3, 4 pair. This is a 1, 2 pair over this side. That certainly helps with the lowness of this digit compared to those. I mean, it didn't make any difference. We were down to 1, 2, 3, 4 anyway. Right, but we've got on this line, we've got 3, 4, 6, at least 7, 8. This can't be a 2 by Sudoku, so there's no 2 on this line. The line is made up of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 is definitely here. This is odd. It's 5, 7 or 9, but 5, 7 have been used in the box. That is a 9. That's next to an 8. We don't have a 9 on those bits of the purple. Now, 7 and 8 there reduces that to 5 or 3. Takes 7 and 8 out of this pair. They must be a 5, 6 pair. That's not a 6. Now we're cooking with gas suddenly. That's become a 3. That's become a 9. This is now a 6. 1, 2, 5 up here. That must be 1, 2 on the white dot. 5 there, which means 5 can't be here on the T. Never mind about that. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 used up. This pair is not allowed to be 8, 9 or it would break that, but it's from a selection of 4, 7, 8, 9. It must be a 7, 8 pair. That's a 9. That sorts out our 9s and 8s in the middle. This is brilliant. What a puzzle. So that's now a 4. That makes this one an 8. That's a 4. This is 2. That's 1. In this row, we need a 3 and a 9. 4 is green. Yes, okay. So that would be a third of the greens in the first 3 columns. So no, never mind about that now. This is now not 4. But annoyingly, I don't know what it is. It's 2 or 8. Now, where's 8 in the first column in one of those 2 cells? Oh, look, 5 is looking at that cell from the corner. 6 and 5. 3. Oh, there's loads of Sudoku to do now. Sorry, I just haven't been aware of quite all the ramifications of everything I've been doing. This can't be 3 or 4. This can't be 3. In fact, that's a 4, 8 pair. This is either 3, 6 now, or 1, 2. So that's not 8, obviously. And yet this has to be higher than that. It can't be 1, 2, because this would be lower and would be 1 again. So that's not a 1. This is a 3. And that's a 6. And this is lower, whatever it is. So I've kind of finished using the orange. In fact, let's get rid of the colours then, because I've used all the relationships that were available there. Yeah, that gets rid of those. Okay, so now, come on, has that unlocked anything else? Oh, 7 and 8 there, that's a 5. Just Renban rules. Don't forget the Renban rules here. I think I've used them as much as I can again there. Everything that has been given. No, not everything. Let's look at this. This can't be 9, 8, 6, 3, 2, 1. So we're selecting from 4, 5 and 7. Consecutive means it's 4, 5. That's not a 5 now. That is 1 or 2. The 7 in the row goes there. That fixes 5 and 7 in the middle. This is not a 5. And now this is not a 1, 2 pair, which I thought was going to be significant earlier. It means that's not a 1. So that's where 1 goes. 9, 8, 7, 1. We've got either 3, 4 or 6, 5 there. I was going to say we've got the other here, but that's not necessarily true because we could have 2, 3 there. So we've got an 8 to complete this column. That's more straightforward. This is now 9. This is 6. This is a pair that I bet I can't resolve, although hang on. This cell, by everything it sees by Sudoku, is a 3 or a 4. So this is 2, 3 or 4, which does give me a quadruple in the column. Oh, that 8, 7's been resolved. This must be a 9, 6 pair, I think. Which is nice. Then we've got 2, 1, 7, 6, 9, a 3, 4 pair here, so that's a 5, 8 pair. This must be a 3, 7 pair. 1 or 4 in the corner. 5 in column 3 is definitely there. These are from 1, 2, 7. One of them is a 7, obviously. Okay. I mean, we're going so well now. I'm not afraid to take it a little slower and just be careful with everything. That's 2 or 7. This is 1, 2 or 7. Now, this No, we've used that L. I think I've used all the lines to their maximal extent. So, no, not quite. Look, we can't have a repeated 5. So that is 2 or 4. Now I've used them all to their maximal extent. Now, that's not a 4 by the row. 2 would be next to 3. 5 would be next to 6. That's a 3-6 pair, which is not resolved. How irritating. Right, I'm missing something in this row. Only one place for 9. I can see that now. That's here. 6 there fixes all this stuff hugely. 6, 5, 4, 2. Look at that. That's sorted everything out. 8, 5, 7, 3, 2 there, 7 there. This is a 1. 8 and 9 in the first columns, 8 and 7 below them, 1 and 2 there. Now we're just finishing off. Oh, no, 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 no. I've done something wrong. I said I wasn't afraid to go slowly, and I've messed it up by going fast. Right, 8, 7, 8, that's better. 1, 2, okay. 1 there, that's a 2 now, that's a 7. The first 3 columns are done. This must be 4, that must be 3, that must be 2, 1, 4, 5, and just those 2 cells at the top, no, and 2 in the middle row to go 4 and 1, 3 and 4, and that is, oh, it's not marked me right. Okay, that is terrifying. You can probably see what I've done wrong, and you saw it when I did it, and I didn't. All the rows look like they work. All the columns look like they, he says, 75913. All the columns look like they work. All the boxes. Okay. They look like they work to me. Right. The black dots, 3, 6, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, 2, 1. What's wrong? Is something wrong, or am I just... Maybe I've got the settings on don't tell me when I'm finished, which is unusual for me. I think all the white dots work. And then just check the rules here. We go 5 down to 1, up to 9, down to 3, up to 8, down to 2, up to 6. And that worked for the 5, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to press the tick and see what happens. Oh, it looks good. Okay, I must have had it on the setting where it doesn't tell me when it's finished, which is unusual for me. Phew. So that is the solution to inclusion, which is a brilliant puzzle, frankly. Took me 27 minutes, apparently, but that was really enjoyable. Very clever puzzle. Thank you, Andy. And thank you for watching, as always, and being included in our audience. Whether you're interested in the theme of inclusion or not, you are still included in our favourite people. And love to see you on the channel. Thanks for coming, and hope to see you tomorrow. Bye for now.